Hey everybody, Chris with Night of Living Card Games. Trying out a live stream tonight. Looking to see how well this will work if I want to do this in the future, but decided to do some testing of the team up cards that Marvel Champions has released. So, for those not familiar, they've got in the comics, you've got characters that work a lot together or have a history together. So in the game, they release some team up cards. You need usually both the heroes in play, and then you pay for the card and cool stuff happens. So I decided I'm going to try to run through that with Iron Man and War Machine because they came with a nice little team up card called Two Against the World. So it is a 3-cost event, so it's not cheap. Says team up Iron Man and War Machine. So they both have to be in hero form. They can't be in alter ego. It specifically has to be Iron Man and War Machine, not Tony Stark or James Rhodes. Then it says hero action. Search your deck for a tech upgrade and put it into play. Then shuffle your deck and ready Iron Man and War Machine. So we can add one of these to a deck. So that one is Rhodey's. I've already got Tony Stark's in. So I decided that I am going to just randomly, I'm going to go up against tower defense. And I decided, let's make it more challenging. So I have put standard 2 and expert on here. We'll see how well this goes. Neither of these decks have a lot of allies in it, and both Proxima and Corvus punish you for not defending. So Tony Stark is a repurpose protection deck, and Iron Machine is Justice decks. So see how this goes and how two-handed solo goes. All right, so taking a look at Tony. We get a Supersonic Punch, Repulsor Blast, Mark V Helmet, Ingenuity, and 2 Against the World. Oh, and I get a 6-1, which is, okay, well, I definitely want Ingenuity, my Helmet, and I do want the Gauntlet as well. As much as it pains me, I think I'm going to have to pitch 2 Against the World because it's just too early for it. All right, so let's draw 3 more. Get a repurpose, Rocket Boots, and another repurpose. 2 out of 3 of my repurposes as well. All right, well, that's not great, but oh well. All right, let's see what Rhodey's got. We get a targeted strike, a repulsor beam, surveillance team, vigilante training, full auto, and scorched earth. I'll keep repulsor beam because we got 2. You know what? No, actually, I'm going to keep scorched earth instead because we've got 2 minions in play, and I should be able to hopefully deal with them that way. So drawing back up to 6, I got a 4 Justice, a Gauntlet Gun, a Vigilante Training, Clear the Area, and a Strength. All right, so we're going to use my Con of Heroes token as a first player token, and we'll get this thing started. So I'm going to use Tony Stark's Futurist ability to look at the top 3 cards of my deck, choose one to add to my hand, and discard the other 2. So Power, Protection, Pepper Potts, or Genius. Oh, really? Pepper Potts and a Genius. All right, well, I think I got to play long term. I'm going to get Pepper Potts in here. So that's going to slow things down a little bit. But I think first turn, I think Tony's going to be staying in alter ego. So we need to... You know what? I'm going to change my mind. Well, it'll probably come back to bite me. I'm going to get rid of Pepper and keep Genius. There's a lot of expense here. And all right, 2 to get an Ingenuity down. So because I'm a Genius and alter ego, to get that mental resource, I will then exhaust it to put in my helmet. Then I think we're going to get both spend both repurposes for my powered gauntlet. And I think I'm going to stay down. I'm going to hold on to rocket boots, and I'm going to stay down in alter ego form. All right, so I'm going to roadie up here. So I'm going to use his action. Let's do targeted strike. I get to shuffle a War Machine card back into my deck. All right. And so we are going to spend a strength for a gauntlet gun. And then I think we're going to flip ourselves up. So we come in with 5 ammo. We are then going to use the gauntlet gun to generate a wild resource and place an ammo on War Machine. I'm going to spend that, vigilante training, and for justice to place Scorched Earth. And it says remove 3 ammo from War Machine, take him down to 3. Deal 3 damage to each enemy. So Black Order Besieger, both get taken out. Proxima takes 3 down to 21. Corvus Glaive goes down to 19. And then I guess we're just going to attack for 2. Let's do it on to Proxima, taking her down to 19. And then we'll get rid of clear the area to clear out my hand. All right, that is my turn. So let's ready Tony up first. We're keeping Rockin' Boots and drawing back up to 6. Energy, Loot Cage, Strength, Repulsor Blast, and another Powered Gauntlet. Right, ready and roadie up. And we get targeted strike, Homeland Intervention, upgraded chassis, Homeland Intervention, and a missile launcher. All right, so that is the player phase. So now the player phase ends. So right now, Corvus was the active one, but it says after the player phase ends, move focus defense over onto the other villain, make them the primary. So I'm going to use this token to indicate that. So I'm coming over here. Both of them do go up 2, though. They both have a threshold of 12. All right, so Proxima comes, and she's going to scheme against Tony Stark for 1. Ugh, and I have to Psionic Ghost, and I have to put Psionic Ghost in play, engaged with me. All right, but she only schemes for 1, so taking that up to 5. Then unfortunately, the Psychic Ghost then schemes for 2. She is coming to attack War Machine. I have a choice. I can either deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower, or she gets +1 for this, or +2 for this attack. You know what? We're just, because this is not the campaign, so I don't care if this gets 18 damage. I'm gonna just put +1 on there, and I'm just gonna take it. So 3 star, deal 1 damage to each character you control. So I deal 1, so that takes me down to 9, and then she hits me for 3, so that takes me down to 6. Right, and now we get 2 encounter cards. We get a Star Shark, who is Quick Strike. Did I shuffle this deck? Because, like, I didn't. All right, and then we get the Tony Stark business problems obligation. So he is going to exhaust to remove it from the game. Right, first player comes. All right. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to spend a homeland intervention to do a targeted strike. Remove 1 ammo counter from War Machine to remove 3 threat from a scheme. So we'll do that over here. Taking that one down to 4. Then we're going to use the other homeland intervention to pay for a missile launcher. Okay. And then we're going to have War Machine attack for 2 on the Psychic Ghost or Psionic Ghost. And then I'm going to exhaust the missile launcher and remove 1 ammo counter to deal 2 damage to an enemy, taking out the Psionic Ghost. Yeah, then I think we're going to flip ourselves down here. And we will shuffle a War Machine card back into my deck. Yeah, we're going to do targeted strike back in there because I think we're going to be dealing with it. I'm going to hold on to upgraded chassis and hopefully get that out next turn so I can start getting tough. All right. Iron Man's turn. All right, so we got a Star Shark engaged to us. That's not spectacular. Let's use Tony Stark's future stability. 1, 2. So rocket boots, Nova, and a force field generator. I guess I will hold on to the rocket boots. All right, so I'm going to spend 1 rocket boots to get a rocket boots out. I think that's no, I take that back. I don't want to spend the rocket boots to do that. Yeah, sorry, Luke Cage. I think you're just gonna have to. All right, so I'm terrible about making decisions under pressure. Luke Cage would be great just to have. Let's do the long game. Yeah, let's spend energy and strength to get a Luke Cage out, who comes in with toughness. We're going to flip ourselves up into hero form. We're going to use Power Gauntlets to play a Rocket Boots, which gives me a +1 hit point, so I'm up to 10. I am then going to spend Ingenuity to play Repulsor Blast, so I deal 1 damage to an enemy, discard the top 5 cards of my deck, and deal an extra 2 for every energy. This card has 1, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 10 more damage. The Star Shark goes away. I'm now going to spend my other rocket boots as a mental resource and exhaust the rocket boots to go aerial. So I am going to use my Mark V helmet to remove 1 threat from a scheme. And because I'm aerial, I get to remove it from each scheme. So that takes it down 1 and 1. And then I am going to pop my Power Gauntlets, which does 2 damage because I'm aerial. I'm going to, again, focus on Proxima. Right, we're going to leave Luke because he's going to defend for me. All right, that's everything. So let's ready up. We'll start with War Machine. So as I said, I'm holding on to upgraded chassis. I got a repulsor beam, government liaison, clear the area, surveillance team, Iron Man ally. Both these two, Iron Man has War Machine as an ally, War Machine has Iron Man as an ally. Those basically just become resources in this game. All right. So Tony Stark readies up. He's got a hand size of 1, but he gets +1 for each tech upgrade. You control, I only control 3, so I'm only drawing up to 4, but I wanted to get up 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I've got a Dauntless, energy beams, my Mark V armor, and another repulsor blast. All right, so that is the end of the player's turn. So this moves over here. Both schemes are going to get 2, so they both go up to 5. Corvus Glaive is going to scheme against War Machine, so he's scheming for 2. 3, 4, 5. Ouch. So that's 10 over there. Now he's coming to attack Iron Man. Luke Cage is going to jump in front of it, so he's attacking for 2. Star, heal 2 damage from the active villain and give it a tough status. Okay, so Corvus Glaive goes back up to 21 and is now tough. All right, and now we get 2 encounter cards. First is Proxima's Power. Proxima Midnight activates against you. Okay, so she's scheming for 1, 2, 3 onto her side scheme, taking it up to 8 out of 12. Iron Man's is a psionic ghost. I am confused. All right, first player comes back over here. All right. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to go all in. We're going to spend 3 to get my Mark V armor out, which gets me +6 hit points. That takes me up to 16. I am going to use Ingenuity for the mental resource to go aerial. Power Gauntless is going to pop the Psionic Ghost for 2. I'll thwart to get rid of Confused. And then I will remove 1 threat from each scheme. So down to 7, down to 9. And that's about all I can do as Iron Man. So over War Machine, I'm going to use my ability. I'm going to shuffle Repulsion. All right. Yep. So we are going to spend Government Liaison, Surveillance Team, and Iron Man to get my upgraded chassis into play. So I am now aerial, and after I change into hero form, I get a tough card. So let's pop ourselves up here. I come in with 5 ammo, and I am tough. As much as I would like to pop him for more damage, I think we're going to spend 1 to clear the area. No, we're going to take it off of Proxima's. Just 2 off. We are going to exhaust the missile launcher and spend an ammo to do 2 damage to the psionic ghost, which defeats it. And then we're just going to have War Machine punch Proxima Midnight for 2. Oh, this tough starts card went away with the last attack. All right. That is everything. So we're going to ready ourselves up, starting with Iron Man. Drawing up only to 4. Oh, yeah, I was going to flip down. All right. I'm going to cheat and say that I was flipping down because, well, yeah. Because, well, too late. I said it, so I'll just do it. So anyway, so power protection, energy barrier, force field generator, endurance, energy barrier, and supersonic punch. Okay. Now for War Machine, draw them back up to 5. Get a targeted strike, Agent 13, surveillance team, field agent, and a helicarrier. All right, end of the enemy phase. Proxima becomes the primary. So we go up 2-1. So we are at 7 out of 12 and 11 out of 12. She comes to attack, or she comes to scheme on Tony Stark for 1. And another psionic ghost. So just 1. And now she comes to attack War Machine. I'm just going to give her the +2 attack since I've got the tough card. So she's coming in for 5 and star. Add the other villain's scheme and attack to this villain's scheme and attack for this activation. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Takes out my tough card. And I just realized I did forget to have the psionic ghost scheme is 10 out of 12 on Proximas. Right now we get encounter cards. 1 for Tony, 1 for Rhodey. We get Mob Mentality. When revealed, alter ego. Discard the top 7 cards of the encounter deck. Put the first minion discarded this way into play engaged with you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Nope. 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 And of course, the last one. We got a servant bot. So we got to deal with. Right. This is also a servant bot. Well, that is awesome, as we've got 2 main schemes that are threatening to pop here. Rhodey is now, War Machine is now the first player. Okay. All right, so Rhodey is going to punch his servant bot for 2. Then we're going to missile launcher and spend an ammo to do another 2 to get rid of the servant bot. We're then going to use the gauntlet gun for wild resource and add a ammo token to play targeted strike. I'm going to remove 3 threat from this scheme. And then I think I think we're going to spend 3 to get a helicarrier out. Let me try to make a little bit of room on here. Downside to playing 2-handed solo, you definitely start running out of real estate. All right, out for Tony to use because there's nothing I can do about it. War Machine can do about it. Okay. So now we're going to use Futurist ability. Look at the top three. 1, 2, 3. Plasma pistol, force field generator, Stark Tower. We're going to keep Stark Tower. All right, we're going to spend a power of protection to get ourselves out a energy barrier. So that's a nice, that's another tech upgrade. We're going to use energy barrier and force field generator to put out my Stark Tower. We're going to use the Stark Tower to return the topmost tech upgrade in the discard pile. Oh, that's a force field. Yeah, that's fine. Force field generator. Okay, we're going to flip up to hero form. We are going to spend our ingenuity and exhaust our rocket boots to go aerial. Let's see here. We're going to spend force field generator and endurance to do supersonic punch to... Yeah, let's do it to the servant bot. That's fine. That's 8 damage because I'm aerial. Unfortunately, I don't get overkill on it, but that's okay. Luke Cage is going to attack and deal 2 damage to the Psionic Ghost. I'm going to use my Power Gauntlet to pop it for another 2 to get rid of it. I'm going to use my Mark V helmet to take 1 threat off of each. And then as Iron Man, I'm going to thwart 2 off of... I don't know. Let's just take it off of that one. Try to keep that one from popping. Yeah, I could have played that differently with the helicarrier out, but oh well. Such is life. All right. That is everything. So we are going to ready everything and everybody up. All right, let's draw War Machine back up. So we get another gauntlet gun, field agent, shoulder cannon, field agent, and 2 against the world. And Iron Man, so I was drawing 1 plus 1 for each tech upgrade. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm drawing 6 total. I've only got 2 in my deck, so I get a encounter card. Shuffle up. Okay. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I've got War Machine Ally, a Plasma Pistol, Pepper Pots, Repurpose, Dauntless, and Rocket Boots. All right. Player phase is over. That shifts. All right. So we're getting 2 on here to go up to 8. We're getting 2 on here to go up to 10. Corvus Glaive is attacking War Machine. I'm going to have Luke Cage jump in front of it. So he's attacking for 2, 3, 4, and he gets an additional boost card. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouch. Well, Cage goes away. And then I'm going to defend against Corvus Glaive, attacking for 2. Just another psionic go. 3 of them. All right, so he's attacking for 2. I defend for 1, and then energy barrier pings 1 damage to an enemy. Let's just take the tough off of Corvus. Okay, that was a boost though, so he attacks and hits me for 2. All right, encounter cards. So 2 for Iron Man, 1 for War Machine. 1 for War Machine is a side scheme, City Under Attack. Comes in with 2 threat and has hinder 1 per player. And when defeated, the player who defeated this scheme draws 1 card. All right. Tony gets another Sciatica. No, Corvus's Cunning. Corvus Glaive activates against you. Yeah, I guess Tony's just going to take it. So 2, 3, and star. If the damage from this defeats an ally, deal 3 damage to Avengers Tower. It does not. So he does 3. I'm going to ping 1 onto Proxima. And then because I didn't defend, I got to discard the top card and deal that much damage to Avengers Tower. So just 1, the number boost icons. All right, second encounter card is Under Fire, Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. So I get 2 more. Because that's always fun. So Direct Assault, attached to the villain who is not the active villain. So they're going to get a +2 to their next attack. And if it defeats an ally, deal 3 damage. Okay. And then we get Rain Fire, deal 3 damage to Avengers Tower. So that takes it to 7. Now we can get to 18 before that matters. So before I have to flip. All right. Now we're moving over here. Oof. Right. All right, we're going to use Ingenuity to get out my other rocket boots. So I now have 2 rocket boots. That gives me another B up the. Now I'm going to spend a plasma pistol to get Dauntless out. So Dauntless, as long as my points are equal to or a starting hit point value, get Retaliate 1. And since, of course, all my armor upgrades, I go up. That's pretty easy to hit. All right, we are going to spend War Machine and a Rocket Boots to go aerial. All right, so I am going to use my Power Gauntlets to hit the Psionic Ghost for 2. I am then going to... I'm going to use Repurpose, so I discard a tech upgrade you control, and ready your hero and choose Thwart, Attack, or Defense until the end of the round. I get +X to the chosen power, where X is the cost of that card. So I'm going to repurpose my Energy Barrier. So that readies me up. I'm going to choose Thwarting, so I am a 4th Thwart right now. I'm going to thwart this right away, and I get to draw a card, which is a genius. Unfortunately, doesn't do me a lot of great right now. And then we're going to use the Mark V helmet to take 1 off of each. 7 and 9. Let me take a look here. Upgrade. So what I'm looking at is I've got 2 Against the World for War Machine. I'm debating whether I want to use the Helicarrier for them, but I don't know if I've got any tech upgrades left in my deck, and I can't really look. So, yeah, we're gonna call that it for Iron Man. I really want to get 2 Against the World out, but Actually, you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna give the helicarrier to Iron Man, who will spend a genius to get a Pepper Potts out. Not for this turn, but for later, because we do want. I think I'm gonna hold on to 2 against the world to try to use next turn, since it readies both War Machine and Iron Man. It doesn't make a lot of sense to do it now. So what I am going to do is I'm going to spend 2 field agents to get my shoulder cannon out. So 2 cost upgrade, exhaust it, deal 1 damage to an enemy, and then I can remove an ammo counter to ready it. All right. We are going to use missile launcher, spend 1, get rid of the psionic ghost. I don't know if I feel safe flipping down. All right, shoulder cannon, let's deal, but we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to deal 1 to Proxima. Then we're going to spend an ammo to ready it. Then we're going to hit her for 1. Then we're going to spend an ammo to ready it. Exhaust it, hit her for 1. Then we're going to spend an ammo to ready it. Then exhaust it to hit her for 1. So she is down to 10 hit points. I am going to exhaust to thwart 1 off of the main. And then we're going to flip down. We'll see if that causes us to pop. But if it does, it does. All right. That is Rhodey's turn. So we are going to ready Iron Man up. So again, it's 1 plus 1 for every tech upgrade in play, and up to a maximum hand size of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, still at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Energy barrier, repulsor blast, repurpose, supersonic punch, repulsor blast, and a plasma pistol. Right, let's ready Rhodey. Oh, I forgot. I get to shuffle a card back into my deck. So I would have pitched actually, no, I did not say that I wouldn't be able to do that anyway. We're going to do targeted strike to get my thwarting event back in there. And then we're going to card on, but hold on to 2 against the world. And also get an energy, targeted strike, repulsor beam, and full auto. All right, so if I can survive, I got plenty of thwarting, but we'll see how this goes. All right, end of the player phase, that moves over there. Proxima comes to attack and is attacking for Iron Man. So she's attacking for 3, 5. I will give her the 1 damage to not go up to 7. There's literally, I mean, I could defend for 1, but what's the point? And I just realized I did forget to put threat on these. Now we're good. So I guess we're just gonna take it. And so 5 plus a boost. 6, 7. So that takes me down to 8. Which, let me check here real quick. Oh. Yep, so I would check for retaliate afterwards, but I am now under my printed hit points, so I am no longer retaliating. Right, but direct assault does go away. Right, she is coming to scheme here. Scheme of 1. Just 1. Right, and now we get encounter cards. All right, we get a Black Order Procedure. After he engages you, choose to either deal 1 damage to Avenger's Tower or deal 2 damage to your enemy. I'll just deal it to Avenger's Tower. So we're at 9 of 18 before it flips. War Machine gets Total Annihilation. Surge. When revealed hero, the villain attacks you, it gains overkill. Well, nothing but a surge. Into Dark Dealings, the villain schemes with +1 scheme. All right, so scheming for 2, 3, 4. That is enough to pop her scheme. Okay. So she did 4, so that takes it to 13. 13 out of 12. When the stage would be completed, remove all the threat from the stage instead, and then deal 6 damage per player to Avenger's Tower. So that is 12 damage coming to Avenger's Tower, which is going to put it over 18. Let's flip this. So if there's at least 18 on here, remove all of it, then flip it over. When revealed, discard each other Avenger Tower from play. So that was a rough turn. And of course, we went through the encounter deck, so now each main scheme has an acceleration icon. Okay, first player comes over here. All right, I'm going to use Rhodey's ability to put my Gatling gun into us. Now we're going to flip up. For Iron Man, I forgot I was against the world. C'est la vie. All right, so I am going to... Oh, I come... Let's see here. We're going to use our shoulder cannon and our missile launcher and ammo counter. Deal 3 damage to the Black Order Procedure. I am not going to spend an ammo to ready my cannon. I am then going to use the hell before that. I am going to attack Proxima for 2. Taking her down to 8. I am now going to use my helicarrier and play 2 against the world. So search your deck for a tech upgrade and put it into play. I probably won at this point. Yep. And the one that I shuffled it. Oh, I suppose I could do my sonic rifle, but that's okay. I'm going to do the gauntlet gun. So I've now got both my gauntlet guns out. And then you get to ready Iron Man and War Machine. All right, so we are going to use a gauntlet gun to pay for a targeted strike. I'm not going to add and remove ammo. So I get to remove 3 threat from a side scheme, or from a scheme. I'm going to use the other Gatling gun to do the other strike. And I did forget when I flipped up, I did gain tough from my upgraded chassis. So I get to remove another 3 threat. I am now going to spend full auto to do a repulsor beam, remove 1 ammo counter, deal 4 damage to an enemy. That enemy is Proxima, so she is down to 4. And then I will just punch Proxima for 2, taking her down to 2. All right, that's War Machine's turn. Iron Man's turn. Let us spend a repulsor blast, play a repulsor blast, and I'm going to attack Corvus Glaive. So deal 1 damage, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Does it have to be printed? Yes. So just 3 energy, so that's another 6 damage to him. So down to 14. I'm going to use Ingenuity and Rocket Boots to go aerial. I will then pull 1 threat off of that. I am So we're gonna spend 2 to get an energy barrier out. Oh. That's out. Powered gauntlets will hit for 2. 2. Actually, let's just take Proxima down to 0 there. She doesn't go away because of things. We are going to thwart for 2 off of Corvus's scheme, and then we're going to have Iron Man flip down. We're going to use his futurist ability, 2 against the world, energy barrier, and power protection. We'll pitch those 2. We'll keep 2 against the world. And then really isn't a good... Well, you know what? Yeah. We're going to use Stark Tower to retrieve the topmost tech upgrade in my discard pile, which is an energy barrier. I'm going to pitch a repurpose and use Pepper Pots for a second resource to get a second energy barrier out. All right, I'm going to shift things a little bit here. So bear with me for a moment. Stark Tower, Pep Pots, and Ingenuity. And those are exhausted. All right. And that is everything. Iron Man's going to hold 2 against the world because that's the whole point of this, is to play it and try it. So, ready that. Ready this. All right, Rhodey, let's do War Machine first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get a Scorched Earth, Homeland Intervention, Genius, Downtime, and Monica Chang. Okay, Tony gets 5 more to go along with 2 against World. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Force Field Generator, Powered Gauntlets, Endurance, and an Energy. All right, that is the end of the player phase. So Corvus Glaive becomes the primary. We get, this goes up to 2, this goes up to 4. Corvus Glaive is coming to attack War Machine. Yeah, I'll just take it. I don't care if we damage the tower. So 2, just 2. Tough card goes away. And then we deal no damage to the Avengers Tower. Nice. Then he goes to scheme here. So 2, 3. So that is up to 7 out of 12 again. And now we get encounter cards. Psionic Ghost. So War Machine is confused. And then Proxima Spear. So Proxima's attacks gain Overkill and Piercing. You can take a damage and spend an energy and a mental to discard this card, and she gets +1 attack. All right. All right, let's do my Futurist ability. 1, 2, and 3. I'll keep the electrostatic armor and discard Repulsor Blast and Arc Reactor. Then I'm going to exhaust Dark Tower to pull the Arc Reactor back into play. I'm then going to use Pepper Pots and a Force Field Generator to put in my Arc Reactor, which is exhaust the Arc Reactor to ready Iron Man. I am running out of room here, folks. So we've got shift things a little bit here. So we got helmet. We got 2 rocket boots, but really only one of them matters because we just need to go aerial. All right. So we're going to spend an energy to get a second powered gauntlet down. We are going to heal ourselves up 3 to get back to 11. Then we're going to flip ourselves up. We're going to exhaust the arc reactor to ready ourselves. We'll use ingenuity to go aerial. And just because, again, a bit of a waste, but oh well. I am going to take 2 off of this. Then I'm going to spend 3 for 2 Against the World, just because I want to play it. So I get to look into my deck for a tech upgrade. Do I have any? Oh, I do have one. I have Force Field Generator. Oh, better shuffle these 2 cards. And then I get to ready Iron Man and War Machine, who's already ready. All right, so we're going to use our helmet to take 1 off of each. We're going to use both our powered gauntlets to just take out this silly psionic ghost. And then we'll thwart 2 more off of this one. And we'll call Tony done. All right. We're going to spend a genius and a homeland intervention to get down Monica Chang, which allows me to go fetch a surveillance team and put it into play, and then give every surveillance team in play an extra little snoop counter. So surveillance team will have 4 counters. And we'll just immediately use 1 to clear off Proximas. And then Monica will, I don't know. Let's just take 1 off of there. Rhodey is going to attack for 2 onto Corvus and 2. Oh, actually, I'm going to retcon a little things a little bit. Instead of using Homeland Intervention, I'm going to use downtime to pay for that. So I've got a mental and a physical, or a mental and an energy. I'm going to take 1 damage, spend mental and an energy to get rid of Proxima Spear. All right, let us spend 1 ammo counter to do 2 damage to Corvus, 1, 2, and shoulder cannon to just ping 1 damage onto him, taking him down to 9. And then you know what? We're gonna flip on down. And let's pop a War Machine card in here. So my shield bunker has to be one of the last ones in the deck. Okay. We're going to do Scorchers just because we've been seeing so many little enemies pop up. Just being able to do a whole bunch of damage across the board seems like a good idea. Okay. And that is that turn. So let's ready up. We're going to be dealing with a lot of encounter cards this turn. I'm going to pitch Force Field Generator. Doesn't do a lot for me. I get a Repurpose and a Martyr. And an encounter card. So real quick, I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm at my max hand size of 7. So otherwise I'd be getting, I think, 10 cards this turn. All right, so Martyr, Repurpose, Repulsor Blast, Plasma Pistol, Repurpose, and a Repulsor Blast. Okay, over here. One, two, three, four, five. We get an encounter card 2. This should be a harrowing turn because of that. And I get 1 more, which is for Justice, my munitions bunker, finally, under surveillance, Scorched Earth, Sonic Rifle, and a Field Agent. All right, end of the player phase. Proxima becomes the primary. So we're getting 2 on hers and 3 on Corvus's. She comes to attack Iron Man. Monica Chang is going to jump in the way. 3, 4, 5. She is defeated. And now she comes to scheme against War Machine. So 1, 2. Taking that up to 4. And now we get our encounter cards. First one is Dark Dealing. The villain schemes with scheme +1. So scheming for 2. And Psionic Ghost again. I hate these things. Second one is Total Annihilation. Surge. The villain attacks you, and that attack gains overkill. Obviously, I'm not defending anyway, so or I don't have an ally to defend anyway. And by the way, that surges because, of course, it does. 3. I'll put 1 damage on the tower. I don't care. So just 3. Star. Add the other villain scheme and attack. So 3, 4, 5. I get to ping 2. I'll put it onto the Psionic Ghost. So that was 5, so I take 3. And again, that knocks me back down under Dauntless range, so I don't even get Retaliate. All right, War Machine's turn. Overwhelming Force. Discard the highest cost upgrade or support you control. If no cards were gotten rid of this way, okay, well, I guess I'm going to get rid of Helicarrier because I do not want to lose my upgraded chassis. Second one is Corvus's Cunning. Corvus activates against you. So scheming for 2. Star, add the other villain scheme and attack. So 2 + 1, so 3. Yeesh. And now War Machine is player 1. So I don't have any War Machine cards in my deck at the moment. So what we'll do is we will spend a Scorched Earth and a field agent to put down my mirror, and then I'm going to exhaust it to put 2 ammo counters on it. I'm now going to use my ability to shuffle a War Machine card back in my deck. All right, I'm going to flip myself up to hero form, which gives me a tough. Sure. I'm going to exhaust myself to get rid of confuse. And then I'm going to spend 2 for a 4 justice. Let's take 4 off of this. And then I come in with 5 ammo counters. We will missile launcher and shoulder cannon to do 3 damage onto Corvus, taking him down to 6. And then we'll use another snoop counter over here. We'll take it off of Under Siege. All right. Okay, moving over to Iron Man. So let's use Ingenuity and our boots to go aerial. Let's power Gauntlet and just get rid of this Psionic Ghost. Now we'll use the other power Gauntlet to take 2 off of here. 1, 2. Down to 4. Let's do my helmet, remove 1 off of each. We're going to use a repurpose and a plasma pistol to pay for a plasma pistol. Comes in with 3 charges, but I'm going to use one right away to deal 1 damage to an enemy. I'm then going to thwart 2 off the armies of Thanos. Then I'm going to repurpose that plasma pistol to ready Iron Man and give him a +2 to attacking. So he's attacking for 3. 1, 2, 3. Taking Corvus Glaive out. Okay. So I've defeated the first stage of these 2 in Expert. Let's put stage 3 on. Neither of them have a win revealed effect, so it doesn't really matter. Proxima is up to 30 hit points. Corvus Glaive is up to 28. And they both go up, I think, 1 in their 1 in scheme. They both have the same attack values and everything. So, okay. I am going to spend Martyr to play a Repulsor Blast on Proxima. So I deal 1 damage, taking her down to 29. Then discard 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get 1, 2, 3, 4 energy resources. So that's another 8, taking her down to 21. I am then going to use Pepper Potts for a resource to play another Repulsor Blast, taking her down to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, just 2 on that one. So just another 4 damage. not as great. Taking her down to 16. Then we are going to ready our exhaust the arc reactor to ready Iron Man, who Iron Man will swing for 3 again because he's still got the bump from repurpose. All right, that's it for Iron Man. And that was it for War Machine. So, all right, we're good here. So let's ready ourselves up. War Machine's getting a repulsor beam, 4 justice, energy, Iron Man, and a scorched earth. Iron Man. Repulsor blast, supersonic punch, plasma pistol, energy, nova, power of protection, and a repurpose. Okay. End of the player phase. Corvus Glaive becomes active. He is coming to attack War Machine. I'm just going to take it. So he's attacking for 2, 3, 4. Hits my tough. And then we deal 3 damage to Avengers Tower. He is coming to attack Iron Man. Again, I am just going to take it. So 2, 3, and star. If this is an attack against overkill, that's fine. I'm going to ping 2 damage using energy barrier to Proxima, taking her down to 11, but I do take 1 damage down to 7. And Avengers Towers takes another one up to 5 out of 18. And now we get 2 encounter cards. Oh, Shadow of the Past. All right. So we get a living laser who comes in with quick strike. So I just take 2. I'm just going to take it. And gets piercing. We get a light show. It comes in with 3, hinder 1 per player, so 5. And when defeated, deal 1 damage to each identity. And then we get 3 laser strikes shuffled into the encounter deck. And I just realized I did forget to add threat to the main schemes. So there we go. All right, Iron Man's card is a servant bot. So we've got a guard minion in front of us. Over here. All right, we are going to remove 2 threat from here. We are going to repurpose 1 of our energy barriers to ready Iron Man and give him a +2 attack. So he's attacking for 3, taking out the servant bot. I'm going to use Ingenuity and Rocket Boots to go aerial. Actually, instead of punching for 3, which is fine, I'm okay doing that. War Machine is going to call for an action, and he is going to use Gauntlet Gun and Energy to play Scorched Earth. So I get to gain an energy, an ammo counter. Then I remove 3, deal 3 damage to each enemy in play. So that takes out the guard, takes Proxima down to 8, Corvus to 25, and puts 3 on the living laser. Okay. Now it's giving him the +2 from energy barrier. So let's just punch Proxima for 3, taking her down to 5. And let's ready ourselves up using my arc reactor, and let's do it again. Taking her down to 2, and then we'll use 1 powered gauntlet to take her down to 0, and we'll use the other powered gauntlet to do 2 damage on Corvus. Then we are going to spend an energy to do a supersonic punch onto Corvus Glaive. Because I'm aerial, I do 8 damage, so that takes it down to 15. I'll use my helmet to remove a threat from each scheme. Taking that to 4, take that to 2. Oh no, I can't remove it from those. So this is a 5. But I can still take the 1 off of Light Chill, that's fine. How many? It's fine, whatever. I'm going to use Pepper to generate a resource for Repulsor Blast. I'm shooting at Corvus, so I deal 1 damage. And then I discard the top 5 cards of my deck. I only have 3 cards, so 1, 2, 3. That's all of them, so that's 6 damage. So that's down to 8. I get an encounter card. I guess I'll spend 2 to get a plasma pistol out, because why not? And you know what? We'll just we'll shoot living laser with a plasma pistol, because nothing stops lasers like plasma. All right, that is Iron Man's turn. War Machine's turn. I will use a gauntlet gun to pay for a repulsor beam, so I get to add 1, and then I take 1, so I deal 4 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 4. Left on Corvus. I will punch for 2. 1, 2. And then we will missile launcher for 2 more. Dun dun. They are defeated. Okay. Well, that was certainly a game. It was, especially with Iron Man, but even with War Machine, both of these have a lot of setup involved in them. So it's really just surviving until you get setup done, and then you just roll. So 2 against the world can be good, because I mean, 3 to just search your deck for a critical upgrade, then put it into play. And that's I don't think, yeah, both of them have a single upgrade that costs 3. So from a cost, it is kind of a wall. War Machine has his Iron Man has his Mark V armor, but the best you can just go fetch it. The specifically just search your deck upgrade. Now, granted, it just says tech upgrade. It doesn't have to be a hero specific upgrade. So like I had sonic rifle or force field generator. Those would work as well. So that gives it a little bit more versatility. It is just your deck, got it in your hand, or you've got a discard pile. It doesn't really do you anything for that. And the ready, if you weren't, if the hero, if Iron Man or War Machine, whoever did not play that card, unless they defended the previous turn, the REM doesn't do a lot because if their turn is already gone, they're exhausted, but they're readied, they probably can't do anything with that because they take actions. You can call for an action, but you can't do a base or they're ready, so it doesn't do anything. You can be good. I mean, heck, in a Iron Man repurposed deck, you can get him up to left of 3 or 4 to 4 or 5, and then you get one free ready with the arc reactor, get another free ready with the repurpose, and then you get another ready with two against the world. That is a lot of damage or thwarting going on. So it's it's solid. It's not spectacular, I don't think. I'm gonna probably try to think these through and decide like on a tier list where maybe they belong. But so that was fun. So next one, I don't know. Maybe I'll go for Ant-Man and Wasp in the next one. Of course, the problem with that is going to be again board space with those giant cards. So we'll see. I got to do it at some point. So um, well, hopefully the live stream went okay. I don't think anybody actually tuned in to watch me, but that's okay. Just wanted to try it out and see if it works, and then maybe start to do a little bit more live streaming as this goes on. So for anybody that watched it live, thank you. For anybody that watches a video recap of it, thank you as well. I appreciate it. Um, have a great night, and I will catch you again soon. Thanks, everybody.